along the way, we all have learned the same broken formula. Feel confident, then act. Get the certainty first, then take the leap. I want to tell you why that formula is backwards and why almost everyone who has ever done something remarkable broke it. Assalamu alaikum, this is Ayan Jamali from Pre-O levels from Al Jalil Premier Education System. A few years ago, I watched someone giving a talk that changed how I saw fear. They stood on stage, hands trembling, voice shaking during the first 30 seconds. Afterwards, someone asked, "Weren't you terrified?" They replied, "I still am. I just started talking anyway." That sentence has stayed with me. I still am. I just started anyway. We teach confidence like a prerequisite, a permission slip we are waiting to be issued before we try. We tell ourselves, "I will apply for the job when I feel ready. I will speak up in the meeting once I am sure. I will start the business when I have figured it all out." But here's a myth. Confidence was never meant to come first. Confidence isn't a feeling you summon. It's residue. It's what's left behind after you have done this hard thing enough times that your nervous system finally believes that you can survive it. Psychologists have a name for this: self-efficacy. It means that the belief you are capable of producing a result, and decades of research going back to Albert Bandura's work in 1970s point to the same conclusion again and again. The single strongest predictor of self-efficacy isn't encouragement, it isn't motivation, it isn't a pep talk. It's mastery experience. The simple, repeated act of doing the thing. Not reading about it, not visualizing it, doing it badly, awkwardly, imperfectly, and surviving. Think about first time you drove a car. You weren't confident. Your hands were probably gripping the wheel too tightly. Your foot was probably too heavy on the brake. No one hands you confidence in a driving manual. You built it mile by mile, mistake by mistake, until you stop thinking about the mechanics and you simply draw. That's not the exception. That's the pattern for the every skill, every relationship, every risk you have ever taken. Confidence showed up after the doing, never before. So when we wait to feel ready, we are not being responsible. We are stalling. We are asking our brain to hand over a feeling it can only generate through the evidence that we haven't given it yet. So here's what I would ask you to start walking away with today. Stop auditioning for your own life. Stop waiting backstage for the confidence to tap on your shoulder and say, "Now you are allowed." You build a case for yourselves, one action at a time. You send the email before you feel ready to be rejected. You raise your hand before you are sure your idea is good. You start talking. Even if, like my friend on that stage, your hands are still shaking. Because confidence was never the ticket to the stage. It's what you find waiting for you after you have already walked out onto it. Thank you, and subscribe Al Jalil Digital Learning and Media Hub for these type of videos.